host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. The city's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
I'm Hudson. I'm Liam. I'm Drew. And you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
You're watching Good Morning Frederick. Those young men were at the Flying Cows game this weekend. I met them there. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Wednesday, March 5th, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday. Kind of cloudy, windy, looking gray. I don't know what is happening out there. Makes me not want to go out, though, I can tell you for sure. Today's show, we got Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express to cover some local news, weather, and sports. Then I'm going to give you a highlight of the events in our area for this weekend, and those you're going to want to mark on your calendar that are coming up soon. And then we've got Stacey, Zach, and Heather from 5 Alarm Charm, a new brand kind of housed under In Bloom Jewelry, which is custom jewelry design right on Patrick Street. And they've got a really cool way to I guess get gifts for first responders, doctors, nurses, all those things. Very, very cool pieces that I think you're going to love. Don't forget, March's charity is A Mother's Rest. I'm going to check here. I don't know if my phone I don't like when they update the phone and it changes the way certain things that you've always done. I don't like that at all when that happens. Anyway, I'm going to look here and let's see. Yes. We didn't raise that much in for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Looks like we only made about $65. So I'm going to up that to $100. We're going to donate $100 to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. But Mother's Rest, A Mother's Rest is our March charity. And this is a place of respite for caretakers. And they're not only here in Frederick County, but there are places around the country, actually, that you can go. Good morning to Tara. Yeah, you've got to stay safe out there. I don't know what is happening with the weather today, but it looks a little crazy. Good morning to Mama Cone, Faith, family, and friends. I love it. Oh, Lent begins today. You are right. Spread the love. Lent begins today. Good morning, Connie. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate it and love the comments on the stream. All right, if you would like to win tickets to Kegs and Eggs, you can do that by texting beer to 888-465-2944. We have some tickets to give away. That is this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Rockwell Riverside. You can find Good Morning Frederick not only on YouTube, which we prefer you use YouTube. It is the most stable of all of our streams. Knock wood, it looks like all the streams are running today so far without incident, but YouTube is certainly the best place to go. Plus, you can find all the segments individually on the YouTube channel. So if you saw an interview you loved, you don't have to try to find it on the 1 hour shows. You can actually just go to YouTube. You can search within our channel, type in the name of the business or organization you saw, and you can just get that segment standalone as well. So use YouTube for that. But we also have the show in podcast form. We're on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and other platforms. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get this wacky Wednesday started. Morning, Frederick. Oh, let me take that off. We're done with that. Good Morning, Frederick is sponsored by Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. Open daily, noon to 9 p.m. You can try the hot pretzel or iced coffee. And right now, Reese's Concretes are on special or the special product at Rita's. And if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you. You can order on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats as well. And Rita's also has a mobile unit available to come to an event, or they can cater your event. They've got so many options. There are 2-gallon tubs you can get, or, really, pretty much any way you want to get your ice, they can handle it. You mark your calendar, March 20th, first day of spring ice giveaway. No reason not to have Rita's, 538 West South Street in Frederick. All right, let's see what the guys have to say about local news, weather, and sports. We got Bob and Chris coming up. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? What's he doing? Taking a selfie of himself?
I'm excellent.
He was taking a selfie of himself.
I'm not doing that, Bob Miller. I'm taking a selfie with my two good friends, Danny and Bob. That's what I'm doing. And what's the matter? Your roof's not falling, is it?
No, man. I've had to wear, after the speech last night. I've just, I had to wear a hard hat for that one, man. It was brutal. The walls came tumbling down, to mention John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah, it was some speech. Me and Bob, of course, that's what we were talking about all morning long today. The President Trump speech as he was addressing Congress. So it was very interesting. Not sure if you saw it, Danny. We don't want you to get too political, but did you see the speech last night?
I did not get to watch much of it. I've been catching clips this morning. I'll have to rewatch it today. I was very busy last night trying to catch up on all my work that I can't keep up with. So give me the 30-second high-level view.
I will start. I think that it was one of his better speeches. He highlighted all the things that he's already done and the things that he wants to get done. He talked about businesses coming into the country, about building America back. Yes, he mentioned the tariffs. He did say it was going to get a little rough. I think the biggest narrative is you had Representative Al Green get thrown out after he yelled in the at the very beginning of it, and then you had I guess for me the biggest narrative out of this whole thing is that not one Democrat stood up for anything, and we're talking about he highlighted a 12 or 13-year-old boy DJ Daniel, and he was battling cancer, and he always wanted to be a cop. He was in like a little cop uniform, and they made him a Secret Service agent. They gave him his credentials right there, and I shouldn't say not one, but they showed him, and it didn't look like any Democrat stood for that. And
terrible.
That, to
I
me,
did
is a
actually
shame.
see that clip this morning, and how can you not watch that and not just get the feels and just unbelievable opportunity. This I don't know, belligerence to even just for that. How can you not stand for that? Like, so you
Yeah.
so hate the current president that you're not going to do anything. I mean, that
Yeah.
just says everything, I guess.
Oh,
I
my.
don't know.
Well, I think that's the problem. I
Yeah.
think that's the problem. They actually hate him. I should put the hat back on. That they hate him so bad, and that they were told, not to stand for anything. And look, you have to be your own person. I get it. And if you didn't like Donald Trump and his initiatives or anything like that, I'm fine. Don't stand, don't applaud, whatever you want to do. But when it's a 12-year-old, or it's a young girl who was killed and got a park named after her, or the young man who found out that night that he was admitted into West Point Academy to serve his country, and they didn't stand. That kind of stuff to me will be my lasting image of what this speech was. Not the people holding
because
up
it
signs.
shows you're not disagreeing on principle. Like, it's just because look, do we love everything about every politician? Heck no. But you gotta, I mean, come on. Like, this has nothing to do with Trump. Like, it's like these kids, and it just, that to me is just, that speaks volumes about the character of these people. And they're towing the line, and I just don't like it at all.
So my lasting memory will be just to kind of piggyback off what Bob said about that youngster DJ, that smile that he had on his face. Now I don't know if you saw the clip of that smile, but when they recognized him
Mm.
as a Secret Service agent, that smile he had in his face, and there was a lot of police agencies in the country that actually deputized this young man. He always wanted to be a law enforcement officer, and I said this today on air. This kid, Danny, is a lot tougher than I will ever be in my life, going through what he went through,
Yeah.
and then still have a smile. Let's be honest, the whole thing, it was just the way that the two sides despise each other was dark. But seeing him smile kind of lit up that room.
And
Seeing
the
how
hug.
happy he was, and the
When
hug,
he
man, it was just
oh, it was just it was so chilling. Yeah, it
And then
really
and then he
was.
went over and he high-fived the kid who got put into the academy. I'm like, how cool is that? I mean,
Yeah.
so all the other stuff, the politics aside, it was pretty intense in there. A lot of people walked out. A lot of people held their signs up. That's the new norm. I mentioned it to somebody else. We're now becoming British Parliament,
We're just gonna
yelling and
say,
screaming.
pretty soon people will be jumping over desks and,
Yep.
disrupting
so.
and just being rude, and it's just, yeah.
Danny,
Yeah.
we know your husband Ash is from Australia, and you lived in Australia for X amount of years. I don't remember how many years, but how did it work over there? Was it the same as the British with the parliaments? They kind of interrupt and yell and scream. How does it work over down in Australia?
Yeah, I was there for 7 years. I don't recall it being, like British Parliament with the yelling and screaming, at all. So, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know, that's a UK thing, I think. But, yeah, I just don't think it's great no matter who is in office. I also disagreed with people that yelled out, during, Biden's and Obama's presidencies. I don't think it's right. It's not how we were founded. I don't know. I just
When when that congressman, when President Obama was talking years ago, it might have been the State of the Union address, I think it was, when he yelled out "liar" as
yeah
President Obama was talking. That disgusted me. It should not happen.
yeah.
In our country, just like what happened yesterday, shouldn't happen either. Both sides, you really need to shape up. And how can you expect us as a society to get along even when our leaders can't get along. It's
Yeah,
really
when
sad.
you're
Both sides.
demonstrating things like that, you are only, again, I think it is, showing people. They say that these are the dog whistles, right? This is what they complained that Republicans did, or conservatives have done, the dog whistles to get people to, be the way they were. Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I think we can be civil. I think we can disagree, but be civil about it. I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's demonstrating something bad as an example to everybody else. And yeah.
Yeah,
So
I concur.
Just to get away from politics real quick before I start news, I want to get your idea, okay, Danny? You know me, my mind's always rolling on how to really make the Morning News Express even bigger. Now, Bob Miller disagrees with this, but I want your opinion. Tomorrow, we are having Maryland Championship Wrestling main eventer Ken Dixon, Maryland Championship Wrestling. They're going to be having a show here on Saturday. That was my choice to book him, not Bob Miller's, by the way, on the show.
I love wrestling. I don't know why you say it. I just know that he's some kind of a pencil neck geek that I could take down at any time.
So here's what I want to do, Danny. Let me know. And you're marketing genius. You can get this going for us. I want to be able to have a match with one of these wrestlers. Bob Miller will be my manager. He'll escort me out. We'll have a big Morning News Express shirt. Or maybe if he wants to don the tights, Bob Miller could be my tag team partner. I'm just worried that he might turn on me like John Cena did to, Cody Rhodes and hit me over the head with a chair or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, John Cena's the bad guy now. So yeah, I love it. I think we need to add Jello or mud to it though to make it even more exciting and to get those ratings up. But yeah, I think I'd pay-per-view that any day.
So I told Chris back in my early days in rock and roll radio, I wrestled along with I don't know if you worked with I don't know if you worked with a guy by the name of, he went by BZ, Brad Zimmerling. We wrestled the Chicago Knockers in the mud in Hagerstown. And it was fun. We had a good time. We were told we were not supposed to win, that they are supposed to win, that there's nobody there to see us. They're all there to see them. And yeah.
I love it.
In which we took the show to a whole different level, as we do oftentimes in the morning, in which I asked Bob Miller, and it was an honest question, if their finishing move was the double D 1-2 punch. That's all I asked, and I have not gotten an answer for that. But I know that Bob Miller and his tag team partner were willing to get pinned 1, 2, 3 and lose the match. So there you go. I know I would have been.
I don't lose. I don't lose. I don't lose. That's about it. That's, nothing else really went on yesterday on the radio program, because that's all we talked about was the president's speech last night. We did talk to the mayor of Emmitsburg, who sat out and raised money for the Seton Center, pretended to be like a home. I don't want to say pretended. He kind of showed people what it was like living out on the streets a little bit, and collected money and food for the Seton Center to help out people who are in need. So that was kind of cool.
And we also had Brian Kilmeade from Fox and Friends. And Ryan Schmelz was also on to Ryan Schmelz is the White House correspondent for Fox News Radio, and he comes on quite often. He's actually a local guy here, and he was on to kind of talk about what he saw and reported on over at the Congress, President Trump yesterday. And of course, you can head to WFMD.com. We'll have all that up there posted for you. So there you go.
Did see the story in the Frederick newspaper and on WFMD that Board of Education getting closer to a cell phone policy.
Yes, they do need a policy for sure.
The question would be, what kind of policy will they come up with? That would be the big answer.
Well,
that would
I
be
can
the big
tell
question.
you, no matter the policy they decide on, there will be parents who are upset about it. So you can count on that.
And I got to show some love over to Mother Seton School. I DJ'd their middle school dance last week, and they had a really cool thing. They had a box that said cell phones here, and the students were not allowed to bring their cell phones into the dance, which was great. So everybody was actually dancing and having fun, all the students together, instead of sitting there looking at their cell phones. So I thought it was a great thing they did.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yep. So there you go.
Well, it shows that once you establish a policy that, it just becomes second nature, and it's the first implementation that's the hardest, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I went to school without a phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
same.
And look how I turned out.
We had payphones we had to use if we wanted to make calls.
We had to use the nurse's phone or the principal's phone if we wanted to call home. That was it. So yes, I remember too. Listen, I was born in '82, but I remember life without a cell phone too. Believe me. Actually, I didn't get my first cell phone until I first met my wife. She made me get a cell phone so she can keep track of me. 21 years later, we got married. So there you go. I guess I should get to news because I'm really going to get myself in trouble here with my wife. So Frederick police responded to the area. Now, listen, I want to say the Grange Street, but I feel like it should be pronounced De Grange, but we'll go with the Grange Street.
That's
Tuesday
good.
morning.
That would be the one thing you get right.
I like the garage.
Well, because
The
I'm thinking of the
Grange.
song. I'm thinking it's one of those things where you think you see a name and it's totally you pronounce it the name you think, then it's totally a different name because there's an accent on the end of it, like especially with French. So I just figured, okay, so it's the Grange. Frederick police reported to the area of the Grange Street Tuesday morning for a report of shots fired. Officers who were dispatched were not able to locate any victim or suspect. They began collecting surveillance camera video as part of their investigation. Police say there are no reports of injuries from the incident and there's no danger to the public. What do you mean, Bob Miller? The only thing I got right today. Come on now.
I just talking about that link. If you're English.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. A
I'm
Baltimore
sorry.
man. A Baltimore man has been charged in connection with a fatal hit and run in Tawnytown last year. On Thursday, February 27, 2025, Darius Dante Bond was, and he's only 19 years old, was indicted by the Carroll County grand jury for hit and run causing death, theft between $25,000 and $100,000, and driving without a license. The two charges are felonies, and the third offense is a misdemeanor. 19 years old, and his life is done right now. It's very, very sad. Getting to weather, Danny, I got one word for you and your viewers: rain. Rain, rain, rain. It's going to be a high of 62. Going to have rain and thunderstorms. Wind at 15 to 25 miles an hour. You might see some gusts occasionally over 40 miles an hour. Some of those thunderstorms might be severe, so just be aware of that if you're going out and about. The chance of rain, Danny, 99% chance. So I think that's a pretty darn good chance. Not quite 100. Not quite 100,
Not
but
quite.
99%. And tonight we'll have a low of 41. Thunderstorms again during the evening. We'll give way to cloudy skies after midnight. And tomorrow, 45, partly cloudy during the morning, followed by cloudy and windy conditions in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, low of 32.
So you know what that 99% means, right?
What's that?
Mm-mm.
So the percentage is your coverage area. So it means 99% of the coverage area is going to see precipitation. So when it's 30%, it's 30% of the coverage area, not necessarily. So it is going to rain somewhere 30% of the coverage area, not necessarily percentage of how much it's going to rain.
And that's funny because when it says like 10%, 9 out of 10 times that 10% is going to be right over my house and nowhere else around the area. That's how it works.
Unless your grass is dying like us, and then it never ever rains when it says it's
Right.
gonna rain. So
Right.
there you go.
All right, in high school sports, the boys got their opportunity last night in playoff action. Class 1 West Region 2 action. South Carroll over Brunswick 63-55. And in Class 2A semifinals, dang it, Middletown beat the Walkersville Lions yet again, 56-43. The Knights 15-8 will try to defend their regional title when they play Williamsport, which was a 70-42 winner over Winters Mill on Thursday night. In the 3A West Run Regional, it was Linganore Downing Westminster 70-53. Lancers Brandon Donaldson scored a team high 19 points. to go with 6 boards. They'll take on top-seeded North High in the final, 7:30 on Thursday. In the 4A action, it was Frederick over Urbana, 66-33. J.J. Addison notched the game-high 27 points to go with 8 boards. They'll take on their intra-city rivals, the TJ Patriots, because they beat Northwest 66-61. Kristen Contreras paced TJ with 17 points to go along with 6 boards, and they'll clash with Frederick on Thursday in the regional final in Frederick High School. So good night on the hard courts for a bunch of high school teams.
Yeah, way to go. Go Patriots. I love it.
I just got to figure out my hair someday. Danny, is there anything in the budget for a stylist before we go on the air? I mean,
yeah, I'll work on that. I will work on that as part of the new sponsorship.
I'll put some of that Reese's Pieces concrete, from Rita's Italian Ice on there.
That might work really well, actually. I love it.
I was just gonna say, you know what, Rita's for sponsorship is perfect.
Yeah.
I love, and my wife loves Rita's. So
Me too.
I'm gonna head down there and mention Good Morning Frederick. Rita's, if you're watching, we love you.
Yes,
we do.
love Rita's. And as soon as Bob gets up here, maybe we'll do something over there that's fun. She's really a lot of fun over there and loves to have a good time. So
Absolutely.
All right, gentlemen.
Rita.
Well, enjoy this crappy Wednesday. It's like really dark outside now and very windy. So stay
But
safe.
you know what?
You're out.
You know what, Danny? Can you do me and Bob a favor? It's very dark outside. Can you go out there and smile so your smile can brighten up the sky?
You are. Oh, the sweetness overload. I love it. I might get a cavity or two. All right.
When you
Yeah.
got it, you got it. What can I say?
Have a great day. We'll see you guys later.
See ya. Good morning, Frederick.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Sweet talker he is. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're coming back with what is happening in Frederick. We'll give you a highlight of some of the events going on in our area. And then we've got Stacey, Zach, and Heather from 5 Alarm Charm. And they've got some really cool jewelry you're going to want to see. All of that right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
There's no more essential piece of jewelry than your wedding band, and Colonial Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend is the best time to get one. Enjoy the area's largest selection of quality, made-to-last wedding bands in every price range and style, and all on sale. Save an extra $100 on your purchase when you book an appointment, and take advantage of our special financing options. Colonial Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend, March 20th through 22nd. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is great. I might have to get my son to go over there to find a wedding band as they are getting married, I think, in 2026. We're still working on all of that, though, for sure. All right. It is time to talk about what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company, cooking in small batches to make sure the food is as fresh as it can be. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com. It is IN, the number 1, the number 0, SEBBQ.com. When you have intense barbecue, you will satisfy your meat tooth. Okay, let's look at what is happening in Frederick. This is just a highlight. There are no less than 40 to 50 events every single weekday and upwards of 70 to 80 events on the weekends. And now that the weather is going to start breaking soon, not today for sure, but more and more events get added every single day. So if you look at the link in the video you're watching right now, you should see a link straight through to the calendar, which you can bookmark and save. All right. Let's see. This March 2nd through 15th. So now, obviously, now through the 15th, it is Frederick Bites and Bevs, which is a 2-week event. Week 1 right now is Restaurant Week, and week 2 is Collab Week. You can go to bitesandbevsfrederick.com for reservations and information. Check out the menus and all that good stuff. A reminder, Frederick Visitor Center is closed so that they can put in some new exhibits. That is all this week, so you can go back next Monday. And right now, starting today, the Unity campaign is fundraising for 37 local organizations. The Unity campaign can be found at unityfrederick.com, and you can read about all these great organizations and donate to one in particular, or you can just donate in general, and it gets split amongst all of the the nonprofits that they are. This is the most they've ever had, 37, which is great. Today, networking at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. It is cocktails and conversation. It is a small but mighty group, and I love it. You meet new people all the time. You get to sit down and have real conversations with people. It's not that overwhelming, huge groups of people, and you don't even know where to turn. Very welcoming. So 5 to 7. Head to the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. While you're there, pick up your St. Patrick's Day shirts and check out all the other goodies that we have for sale there. 6 to 8 p.m., it is the African Americans of Excellence reception and auction tonight at Warehouse Cinemas. Free to attend. We would love to see you there. And buying or bidding on a piece of artwork, which you could do right now, 32auctions.com/AAOE25. You can see all the artwork that is up and available, and bid on a piece to help 8 local organizations because they are the recipients of the funds that are raised. March 6th, this is tomorrow. Boomtown is at Warehouse Cinemas. Remember, you can't go to Warehouse to buy your tickets. You need to buy them through Boomtown Frederick. Look at their socials, look at their website. You can buy your tickets right there. I'm going to be at the 5 o'clock show with Mama Cone. I believe 7:15 is sold out, so 5 or 6 p.m. tomorrow, and then there is another one coming up next week. Let's see what we got. March 8th. There's a lot going on, but the 8th, 9th, 15th, and 16th. So the next 2 weekends, it is the Maple Syrup Festival at Cunningham Falls State Park. It is a $5 donation per person, but there's live demonstrations and hay rides and all kinds of fun. Then March 8th, there's a ton of great stuff going on. Of course, that Kegs and Eggs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Rockwell Brewery, Riverside. Live music and special tees. They do all of our t-shirts. Are going to be doing a on-site printing of these very cool Irish themed t-shirts that you can buy and get printed right on the spot. I am on WFRE every Saturday, 3 to 7 p.m. Tune in if you're out riding around or maybe just in your house. 99.9 WFRE. 4 to 8 is the Leprechaun Luau, benefits the Rotary Club of Frederick. And 7 to 10 is a murder mystery party at Dragon Distillery. Let's see. Oh, and March 9th, which is Sunday, the boats will be gone. and you need to vote. Is your last day to vote for your favorite boat. And if you weren't aware, every boat is attached to a local nonprofit. You vote with your dollars, and those dollars will benefit, a portion of them will benefit that nonprofit as well. And the three lowest raising nonprofits, I think, get eliminated, and three new nonprofits are added. So important to support your favorite local charity on that so that they can continue to have a boat in the water. All right, coming soon, the coming weeks, you're going to want to mark this. March 13th is the second, I believe, and final showing right now of Boomtown, the story of downtown Frederick. 5, 6, and 7:15. Again, buy your tickets through Boomtown social media or their website. March 14th, Friday. It is Dinner in the Dark. I will be your MC. I am looking forward to this event. You get blindfolded, and it's to raise money for Leader Dogs for the Blind. It's at Walkersville Fire Hall. Get your tickets now. Search Dinner in the Dark on Eventbrite, and you will find it there. March 15th, it is the 20th annual Retro Prom at William Talley Rec Center. And March 15th and 16th is the 50th annual Home and Garden Expo at the Frederick Fairgrounds. March 19th, we are having a spring sip and paint at the Home of Everything Frederick. The people who are in attendance will decide who is the beneficiary of the donations. We will have nibbles and beverages, and we would love for you to come to that. It's going to be a fun evening, and we always have a good time. Plus, if you purchase a spot for the painting, you will save 30% on all Good Morning Frederick merch when you purchase that evening. So wins all around. March 28th is the second annual Battle for South Mountain at 7 p.m. at Brunswick High School. It is the staff from the Middletown School Feeder against the staff of the Brunswick School Feeder for the bragging rights. And the ultimate winner is Frederick County Mental Health Association, which is where all of the donations go. There will be raffles, and they've got probably like a 50-50. And just go to the game, and your entry will be donated to the Frederick County Mental Health Association. March 29th, how to turkey hunt and trout fishing day for kids 6 to 17 at Catoctin Fish and Game in Myersville. And then coming in April 1st is the first anniversary of Good Morning Frederick. It's going to be a great show on April 1st. You don't want to miss it. April 12th, 8:30, disc golf tournament in Emmitsburg to benefit the Seton Center. And you can register at discgolfscene.com. The week of April 14th, details will be coming about the Good Morning Frederick County Egg Hunt. It's going to be a lot of fun. And April 24th is SHIP's annual lip sync battle. I'm telling you this soon because I want you to get a team together, get some friends, learn a song, sign up at shipfrederick.com, find more information there, reach out to them and say you want to participate. It raises money for a great organization, which is SHIP, Student Homelessness Initiative Partnership, I think. And then April 26th is Andrea's House Rise and Renew Gala. It is at the Delaplane Arts Center. Whew. All right. And I know a couple people have messaged me some events. I will get them added to the calendar and make sure you are aware of them. But I'm telling you, here in Frederick, there are always lots of things going on, and you're going to you can never be bored in this town. But if you have an event you want included, you can email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, or feel free to tag me. The best way is message me or email it. Those are the two best ways to do it. Okay, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Stacey, Zach, and Heather from 5 Alarm Charm. Wait until you see these I guess, tribute jewelry to our first responders and people all over Frederick doing great stuff. That's coming up right after this. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They also can take care of your windows and gutters and even get you a new patio or deck. Here's the thing about your gutters right now. With all this rain, there might be some leaves still on your roof or other debris. You don't want those in your gutters and clogging up your downpipes because April showers, and you can make a mess of your garden beds and everything else. So contact A&S Construction, 301-703-2157, or you can email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Okay, now let's figure out who is making our market great. Well, it is Five Alarm Charm, which is part of In Bloom Jewelry. And I got a chance to chat with Stacey, Zach, and Heather, who are bringing this brand to the first responders and other emergency personnel right here in Frederick.
In Bloom on Patrick Street. I'm with Stacey Krantz, the owner of In Bloom, Zach, her son, and Heather, who is a part of a brand new brand, Five Alarm Charm. Yes. And I just got the update. I didn't even realize Zach was her son. You know, he's like, oh, my mom made me jewelry. I said, your mom's a jewelry maker? Well, yes, she is. She is a great one. All right. So, Zach, you're a firefighter.
Yes.
And you wanted something to represent all your hard work. I didn't surprise him, but you did. Yeah, I mean, it was as if he come to you and say, I want something? No. Oh.
No.
So surprise him with it for graduation.
Yeah, it was a graduation from when I
Okay.
graduated the academy.
You designed a custom piece representing his fire journey. Yes. To graduation. And it's customized with his company and his name.
Well, it has Loudoun County Fire and Rescue, the number of his class, and on the back is his initials and the date of his graduation.
And it is a beautiful piece. Very, it's heavy. It is well made, obviously, as you do. And then you guys thought, hey, Zach is showing off his jewelry, and everybody else goes, I want one too.
Yeah, his buddies, they were wanting one, and yeah, then Zach and I were just chatting about it and decided that. And we just started coming up with ideas of ways to make them better because the ones on the market aren't great. And, first responders is a really great jewelry.
They do. They do.
We walked there tonight for it.
Very dainty people. So stuff that's durable, that's well made.
Put it on and then take it off.
Lasts, forever. And like you say, you can order cheaper version, but why would you when these people are giving back everything to us? So you guys have also expanded. It's called Five Alarm Charm. It's really pretty much any emergency service personnel, your doctors and nurses, your police and fire, anyone who kind of deals with that, who wants to be represented in a really nice piece.
Yeah, it started with the fire service and EMS because that's our closest in, and And as we go along, we're going to expand into police and other things. But right now, our line consists of about 16 items.
Okay.
Some really kind of vintage inspired, some Maltese cross traditional ones, and then specific ones for EMS.
Yeah. And you can customize it.
Mhm.
You know, it's obviously there's an additional fee for that if you really want something customized, but and you guys are giving back with this, which is great. So not only can a firehouse utilize this as a fundraiser or a whole station or a whole city, but you're donating back 10% to that organization. Is that correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just looking for ways to collaborate, and learning what works best for each station is different, but
Okay.
that's part of our mission.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you still work 24 hours and then you're off for 2, right? You know, then you just did 37 hours and I don't know what that's about. And Heather, you've been brought in as well. Tell me how you got involved in the project.
So I've known Stacey and Zach for about 10 years, and we were very instrumental in getting Zach to go into the fire service. We're like, you love this, go do it. And so when they started this, she was sharing a lot of her designs, and I was very excited for her. And then one day she just asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. So
Yeah.
I was on board, absolutely.
Yeah, because this line, as opposed to your In Bloom, this is something you can take out to different expos and events and showcase what you're doing so people know about it. And you guys are the on the ground people.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
Yeah. What does having a piece like that mean to you as a firefighter?
It's just more or less like is something I'm proud of. I want to wear it, and shows that like all the hard work through the academy, and that's like kind of when I got it. It's like I know that I'm officially like doing it, not just like volunteer, but like for a career for like next 25, 30 years, and the rest of my life. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, and it really marks a special time, right, in your life, and now you have something that represents that.
Yeah, especially after long 6 months of going through recruit school, and
I bet.
it's something nice. So like all my hard work did pay off. I graduated, and now it's time for me to go in the field and actually do the job that I love to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. And how about for you to see your son kind of not only be the representative for this brand, but achieve what he has?
I mean, I'm so proud of that. As soon as he told me in high school he wanted to be a fireman, I was like, okay, that's it. That's your life. And it just was perfect. And, but also, it's a career that has its risks. And I just so admire anybody willing to, use their body, have that spidey sense, just go in and where most people are turning the other way or afraid,
right?
They are going for it. And I just have so much admiration. And so it's fun it's a neat design challenge to kind of think of ways to honor all the different types. We just made one for a fire investigator with a little camera in it.
Oh, wow.
Which is really cool. I would never thought of that. And then, of course, we've been asked to do some memory pieces for fallen firefighters.
Yeah.
For widows and widowers, that kind of thing. And that's really, of course, unbelievably meaningful. So it's an extension of what we already do at In Bloom. But it's more just honoring. It has such a great mission. And anyway, super proud of him.
Yeah.
He found his way, and Heather's been volunteered too at Middletown. And so it's a perfect way for her to she has all that it takes.
Speaking from experience, right? Which is great. Okay, so if somebody is interested in getting a piece, how do they do that now?
So we have a website, 5alarmcharm.com, spelled out 5, F-I-V-E. And you can order right online. Heather answers all the email and phone calls. Yeah.
Okay.
And we do have a nice little display at Emblem Jewelry, always set up. And so really it's a web-based e-commerce. And we go out to fire conferences. There are the next one we're doing locally is the Key City. Which is in March 13th.
13th to 14th.
14th, the Good Frederick. Oh, he's a second annual firefighter conference right here in Frederick. Yes, well, where is it? It's up in
It's right here. I just don't know phonetically where.
I'm not sure where, but if you go to Cakes, yeah. But it's cool because it's
Yeah,
right
local.
here. Yeah. And so that's how you find us is online and reach out, and there's a way to request a custom, all kinds of ways to contact
Yeah.
us on there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I encourage you to come in to In Bloom on East Patrick Street. Check out the jewelry. I'm telling you, the quality, as soon as you pick it up, it's durable. It's gonna last, and you can have it customized. And yeah, if you have an idea for a piece, you just have to share that these ladies, and they will make it happen. I know. 5alarmcharm.com. You'll see them out and about. But if you have a loved one who is helping all of us have a better life, this would be a great gift for them. 5alarmcharm.com. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Danny,
Ah, yes. How great is that to honor somebody who does the ultimate job? What a great gift. What a great way to just let them know you were so appreciative. And you can check them out. We're going to get them out and about at some area events very soon for sure. 5alarmcharm.com. All right, that does it for us today. We stream weekdays at 9 a.m., or you can watch anytime on YouTube. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day. Get out there and let's be great, Frederick. And I will see you tomorrow morning, right?